If you're 66 or older and you haven't yet filed for Social Security, you'll want to avoid this common mistake that's related to delayed retirement credits. This mistake is so common that a Social Security representative just gave some bad advice based on this mistake to one of my clients, advice that could have cost them thousands of dollars over the course of their lifetime. Today, I'm going to walk you through the mistake they made, the real math behind it, and how you can avoid making this same mistake. Let me show you where it's at. Here's what happened, and use this example to apply to your situation. At my client's full retirement age, they could get $3,000 per month from Social Security. I had encouraged them to wait 1 full year to make use of delayed retirement credits. Those delayed retirement credits grow at 8% per year. That would be $240 more per month for the rest of their life if they waited the full 12 months. $3,240 per month by waiting that 1 year for the rest of their lifetime. Well, then life changed. They stopped working at their part-time job. They wanted to get some income early, and they wanted to file after only having 6 months of delayed retirement credits. Now, I told them when they went to file for Social Security, they could apply up to 3 months ahead of time. They could apply back 6 months, anywhere in between. They needed money for the next month, and so I suggested that they file at that exact month. But know that you can file if you're past full retirement age up to 6 months behind. That's called backdating. And you could set up your Social Security to file up to 3 months, start 3 months ahead of time as well. They wanted to get the income starting in the next month. They needed to file for the Social Security right away. And I said, because you can file in that huge range, they might ask you at Social Security, do you want to backdate? Do you want to start your payment 6 months earlier? And for them, I didn't feel that that was the right thing to do, even though they could get some back pay. Let me show you how this backdating might work in case that is something that you are interested in. When you're past your full retirement age, you can backdate your application up to 6 months earlier. So if you've gone through and said you have yet to file, you're past your full retirement age, and you want to file, you could backdate up to 6 months. 6 months is the most that you could backdate. If you are someone that's past 6 months past your full retirement age, you can't go all the way back to that full retirement age. It's only the 6 months. If you're somebody that's maybe just a few months past full retirement age, you can't backdate before your full retirement age. If you're 3 months past, you can only backdate to your full retirement age. It's good to know how that works. It's also good to know that when you do backdate, you get the lower amount, whatever that date is, you get the amount of Social Security that you would have got at that date. You don't get the amount of Social Security, the higher amount, the delayed retirement credits, if you filed right away today. You will get, though, whatever that amount is, 6 months, 3 months. When you backdate and get that amount you would have had, they're just backdating to what you would have had before. They'll give you then, however many months that you've backdated, they'll give you that payment in a one lump sum. It seems pretty tempting, and it might be worth it for you. It's worth knowing how that works. For my clients, they already had paid their bills through those months. I didn't think it was right for them. They had not the full year of delayed retirement credits, filing now 6 months into it. I said, you may as well file right now, collect that half a year's at $120 in their case of delayed retirement credits. If they ask you, do you want the lump sum payment? I said to them, say no, I don't want to backdate. It's good to know how the strategy works. Perhaps doing backdating is right for you. I didn't feel like it was right for my client, and they agreed until the Social Security representative gave them some bad advice based on some incomplete information and some bad math. Here's what happened. My client talked to the Social Security representative. He had said that he wants to file in July. The representative said, you can backdate to January. That's absolutely true. The representative said you would get the same amount of $3,000 in July as if you backdated to January. That is also true for a short time frame. That's where some of the incomplete advice comes in. When you file and you've gone 6 months into the year, 3 months into the year, 9 months, whatever it is, the delayed retirement credits that you get, they don't start paying out to you until the following January. And this case for my client, they'd earned $120 of delayed retirement credits, and they weren't going to start paying out until the next January, $3,120. It seems like a raw deal. That's just how it works. And when you go online or you're talking to the Social Security representative and they tell you that you get the same exact amount now as if you backdated 6 months ago to January in their case, that's correct for the next month. But it's not correct for what happens coming up soon enough, starting in January and for the rest of their lifetime. That was the incomplete information. Now here's where the bad math comes in. And I see a bit where they made that mistake. 6 months back, if you backdate 6 months, you would get some back pay. 6 months of back pay, $18,000 that my client would get as a lump sum. The Social Security representative correctly said every month that you wait, right, you get $240 for waiting the full 12 months. Using the example for my client here, that's $20 a month per waiting. What the representative did, they said $18,000. You divide that by the $20 per month for waiting. That equals 900 months, which is 75 years. The representative said you could take the money right now in July, or you could backdate it for the last 6 months. Get the $18,000. And at $20, it would take you 75 years to break even. My client said that sounds great until they talked to me and I said they've got some bad math. The correct math is that if there's 6 months of backdating, there's 6 months of that $20 that it was increasing. It wasn't 18,000 divided by $20. It was 18,000 divided by $120, trying to see, is it worthwhile for you to take this lump sum? Well, that amount of 18,000 divided by the 120, that's not 900 months. That's 150 months, which is 12.5 years. Now, 12.5 years, that's a break-even situation. Anyone, my client or whoever it is, has to decide, am I better off taking my money now or waiting? How long does it take to break even? The answer for how long it takes to break even is 12.5 years. The information on the delayed retirement credits was incomplete. There wasn't information shared that you would start getting these delayed retirement credits starting in the following January. The math was unfortunately wrong. And that's why it's important to have your Social Security incorporated into the rest of your retirement planning. It's not about how much money do you get next month. It's about how much money do you get over your lifetime, which is why myself and the advisors on my team have gone through the National Social Security Advisor Program to learn how Social Security fits into the complete picture of your retirement. If you're looking to see how your Social Security decisions fit into your retirement to make the best use of retirement, head over to keilfp.com to talk with one of my advisors. While my client got incomplete advice and bad math from the Social Security representative, I want you to learn how this will look on the Social Security website so that you don't make that same mistake on missing this incomplete advice. This is important because virtually everyone I've talked to that is at full retirement age or older sees this online and they're drawing incomplete conclusions because the information that Social Security is sharing is incomplete. I'm going to go back to that example of full retirement age, and let's just say it hits exactly at the beginning of the year at $3,000. When you go online, when you're younger and you're not yet, let's say 62, you're not yet there, you'll often see what's my benefit at 62, full retirement age, and 70. As you get towards full retirement age, especially if you're past it, you won't see that information anymore. You'll start seeing what's my benefit every single month going forward if I apply in that month. And they show you the incomplete information. They will show you that in January of this year, you might get $3,000. And then they'll show you in February and March and April, all these different years, all these different months of the year, $3,000, $3,000, $3,000. It hasn't changed at all. There you go. We'll give you an extra 10 right there. They give you $3,000. They're showing that whatever you had in January doesn't change. And then they show you that January of the following year, it gets bumped up by those delayed retirement credits. They're correct in that if you file in each of these exact months, you'll get that exact dollar amount of whatever you would have had in January for that month. But what they don't show you is that you earn those delayed retirement credits. If you file in April, that's 1, 2, 3 months that you've earned it. You'll get, yes, the $3,000 a month in April, but then it would be $3,060 starting in January. That's incomplete information. And often when you look at this and see every single month of the year, I get the same dollar amount, you might have been planning to wait till your birthday. I talk to people who have birthdays in August and September, October, towards the end of the year. They say, why would I wait 8, 9, 10 months and get the exact same dollar amount? Because you earned the delayed retirement credits throughout the year. They made plans to wait till their birthday, and then they go and file in January to get paid out for January because they didn't think they earned anything. Or they look at it and they say, I've got to wait 12 months to get all this money. Forget that. Why would I even wait 1 month? I'll get the same dollar amount. That might be a decision they want to make if they've done the math, but they're showing incomplete math on the website. It's unfortunate. Know that every single month you earn those delayed retirement credits. Let me show you exactly from the Social Security website where it shows how this works. It's unfortunate because it's on a different part of the website telling you how it works compared to when you go in and you look at your benefit estimator right when you log in. It says right from the website, Social Security retirement benefits are increased by a certain percentage for each month that you delay starting your benefits beyond full retirement age. It also says if you retire before age 70, that the delayed retirement credits from that year will be earned, but then starting to pay the following January. They even say that you should use an online calculator that accounts for that monthly increase in benefits that you've earned, even though they don't start exactly in that month. Now, you might be filing for Social Security with your full retirement age. You might choose to wait beyond your full retirement age. When you're at that point, you might choose to do a backdating and get a back payment of up to 6 months. All that is a-okay if you have done the correct math, if you've seen the complete information. And the complete information is that as you wait on Social Security past full retirement age, that amount will grow by 8% per year, although you earn it every single month. And even though you don't get that exact amount in the month that you file that exact delayed retirement credits, you will be getting that amount, that extra amount soon. You've got to incorporate that. Don't let bad math, don't let incomplete information cause you to make a Social Security mistake that you regret.